Well, guys, I hope you're enjoying the Labor Day weekend. We'll get to the good stuff here in just a moment. I'm going to give you a preview of Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech, the lone college football game today, plus another free pick in baseball on the afternoon card and a money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $20 off a single purchase today. I know for me, Labor Day Monday, and when I was a kid, that always meant that it was your last hurrah because school was going to be starting tomorrow on Tuesday. So it was the last time, if you happen to have good weather, to have a pool party with your family and friends. And of course, it was also the Jerry Lewis Telethon. I mean, as a kid, if you grew up, guys, in the early 70s, you know what I'm talking about. TV didn't exist after 1, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. Most stations went off the air. They go to the color bars or else their station insignia, or they just go to snow after playing America the Beautiful or the Star Spangled Banner. So, the Jerry Lewis Telethon, that was a big thing because we were staying up all weekend long anyway because it was our personal last hurrah before school started the next day. And to be able to turn on TV at like 4 in the morning and actually see something, that was really, really cool. Believe it or not, guys, there was no internet back in those days. There was no DirecTV. There was no Dish Network. Few and far between were cable systems. And even if you had cable systems, it's not like you had pay-per-view or anything better than those same stations that were going off at 1 or 2 in the morning. I mean, that was the deal back in the what do we want to say? The Stone Age years. And the other thing I remember, and I think I've got this right. I mean, I was a kid when this was going on, but I believe that the Pirates and the Phillies, and I grew up outside of the Philadelphia area, the Pirates and the Phillies used to play a doubleheader on Labor Day that started at 10 o'clock in the morning out in Pittsburgh. And that was really cool to be able to wake up and sit there in your pajamas, eating your Frosted Flakes, and watch baseball. Of course, if you're on the West Coast, you can do that every damn weekend all year long. But anyway, let's get to it. I hope you've had a good weekend. You certainly have made money here in week 1 of the college football season if you followed Scott Delaney yesterday, cashing once more with his second biggest college football play of his career, his third consecutive 80-dime winner. How easy was that one? Baylor 59-24 over SMU. That was on the heels of 80-dime winners on BYU over Washington State on Thursday night and Duke over Florida International on Saturday. Those 3 80-dime plays won by a combined 79 points. So, not a bad way to start the season for Scott Delaney, who also happens to be the third winningest baseball handicapper at this site as well. Now, the number 1 winningest baseball handicapper at the site happens to be Chris Jordan. $1 bettors have won $4,478 this season. They have won $13,377 since 2009, and he also happens to be the overall winningest handicapper at this site in all sports combined, dating back to 2006. Yesterday, 400-star baseball winner number 7 out of 9. The Tigers on the run line over the White Sox. Tigers run line play. The late free play I gave you yesterday right here on the video report. Also, kudos going out to Chuck O'Brien, cashing in with his 25-dime college football winner number 2 in a row. Louisville, a 2-touchdown favorite, hammering Kentucky yesterday 32-14. That after giving you Nevada outright over California as a 25-dime play on Saturday. And Jeff Tedford, the California coach, oh, your seat is definitely getting hot, as if it wasn't already, in Berkeley after opening up with that loss at your brand new reconfigured home stadium. As for me, guys, I avoided the Baylor SMU and Kentucky Louisville games like the plague yesterday, and instead returned right back to baseball where I won again. Run line winner number 9 in a row, 5-dime play on Milwaukee as a $1.35 home dog over Pittsburgh, 12-9 today. My play happens to go on the daytime card, guys, and it's run line winner number 10 in a row. It's my 10th consecutive baseball winner overall, and winning day number 20 out of 26, and let's see, 10 out of 11 as well. That's how hot I have been. Okay, guys, let's talk here about your college football game. Oh, hey, you know what? Before I do, let me give you the money-saving discount coupon code. It'll save you $20 off a single purchase today. It is 20 labor, 20 labor, 20 LABOR, no space between the number or the name. 20 labor, 20 LABOR. You can use that, save $20 off a single purchase today. For example, my play today is $50, or Let me see. Is my play 50? Yes, my play is $50 today. You can take $20 right off the top and get it for 30, but you don't have to use it for my play, guys. You can use it for anybody's play here at the site. It doesn't matter. It's a one-time usage coupon. Use it. Save money. I'm giving out coupons, as you know. If you happen to just be coming back for football season, I've been doing it all summer long. Hell, I've been doing it since March Madness, okay, guys? There's always something special going here on the video report, so you just don't have to watch because you love me and you like my pretty face. Once again, 20 labor, 20 LABOR will save you $20 off a single purchase. Let's talk first about the college football game, then I'll get to your early baseball pick. In case you happen to be viewing this video later in the day. Virginia Tech opens with not a cupcake. It really opens with a huge game that really will give the winner the inside track to the ACC title game months from now. I know that's hard to believe, but look, Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech, who are playing in Blacksburg tonight, Virginia that is, are in the Coastal Conference of the ACC. Well, look at the other teams in the Coastal Conference. UNC might be talented, but they're ineligible because of all the off-field sanctions. Virginia and Miami of Florida, do you really think either one of them are going to win that conference? Duke? Okay, they beat Florida International. That might be the highlight for the Duke Blue Devils this season until basketball starts. Problem with this game, though, is it's a big number. 7.5 and 8 points in this 8 o'clock Eastern Time kickoff. You got Virginia Tech with 8 consecutive 10-win seasons, but a Virginia Tech offense that not only lost David Wilson, their leading rusher from a year ago and their most dynamic player last year, who was drafted by the New York Giants and made the team, but they lost 8 offensive starters. Their 2 top wide receivers, David Wilson, their running back. They lost 4 offensive linemen. Now, the good news for them, and yes, there is some good news, is you got an outstanding quarterback in Logan Thomas coming back for Virginia Tech. But they're counting on a redshirt freshman by the name of Michael Holmes running behind an unproven line to get that offense going. Now, for Georgia Tech, if you go back to the 2009 season, remember when the Yellow Jackets got off to that great 10-1 start? Since that period, they've just gone 15 and 14 straight up. I mean, they've been nothing but mediocre. Paul Johnson, of course, his team, relying on that option attack. It's triggered by quarterback Tevin Washington, who ran for 968 yards last year, but he only completed 47% of his passes, so not much of a throwing threat, and that's problems when your Virginia Tech defense, under Bud Foster's tutelage, who has had all summer the game plan for this one game, which gives them an advantage because let's face it, when you're game planning for a Georgia Tech offensive attack that's running an option and it's the middle of the season, you don't have a lot of prep time. Well, this is it. Both of these teams have patsies next week to play. So this is all Tech has been focusing on. And again, because I just told you, the importance of this opener for them. Now, one thing that the Virginia Tech defense has to do a better job of is stopping Georgia Tech's Orwin Smith. He's one of their top 3 rushers back because in the last 2 years against Virginia Tech, he's run for 589 yards. And in the last 2 years, Georgia Tech has blown late leads and allowed the Hokies to come back and win that game. So, again, this number comes back to the line. I mean, 7.5 to 8 points. You just don't know what Virginia Tech has going here offensively. I'd be tempted to take Georgia Tech. I'd even be tempted to play it in a teaser, maybe. I think you couldn't go wrong taking Virginia Tech down or taking Georgia Tech up. But then what are you going to do with that total of 48 points? I would probably, if you put a gun to my head, I would probably be very comfortable either taking Virginia Tech down to a 1.5 point, 2 point favorite, or Georgia Tech all the way up to a 13.5 to 14 point favorite, although I'd lean toward taking the favorite down. And then I would probably take the total down from 48 to 42 and then go ahead and play it over for the total. That's the way I'm looking in the contest, but my God, I wouldn't bet this game if you paid me, and that's the bottom line on this particular game. Now, in baseball, game that I do like, the Atlanta Braves yesterday found themselves down early to Philadelphia, found themselves trailing by 4 runs going into the 9th inning, and then found themselves walking off with a much-needed win to avoid the home sweep at the hands of Philadelphia, thanks to Chipper Jones' 3-run walk-off homer to give them an 8-7 triumph over Philadelphia. For them, it snapped a 4-game slide at home in which they had scored a total of 8 runs. But keep in mind, Before losing those 4 straight home games, they had won 17 out of 22 at Turner Field. Rockies have lost 9 of the last 11 in this series. The way you play this game is the Braves on the run line today, making them a 110 favorite at home. They're going with Chris Medlin. All they've done is won his last 17 starts. Oh, well. I mean, they played pretty good with him on the hill. He's 5-0 with a 0.66 earned run average since joining the rotation once more back on July 31st. He carries a scoreless inning streaks of 28 1/3 into this contest. The Rockies have played well, though. They just completed a home series against San Diego, another equally hot team, by putting 20 runs on the board. They've won 14 of their last 20, 10 of their last 14. But again, the Braves are at home. They had the better pitcher as opposed to Colorado going with Tyler Chatwood, and the Braves have owned the series. So I say play them on the run line after that huge momentum-building win capped by Chipper Jones' walk-off homer yesterday, and take them as a 110 favorite at home. Good luck, everybody, and I will catch you again on Tuesday.